Yo, hip hop heist, man. What up? We back at it with another reaction. Joe Budden responds to DJ AKADEMIKS calling him out to address Jay-Z allegations. Shout out to Chick Smooth with the article, man. Let's get right to it. This Hip Hop Heist TV. Yeah, man, we gonna react. Let's break it down.
Going to take the bait from DJ AKADEMIKS and attack Jay-Z. Is anybody out there brave enough? So last week, you guys all saw the FBI intake form that was written about Jay-Z, Harvey Weinstein, and also...
Yeah, man, go check out. We made some reactions about it, but, man, crazy. Crazy how they tied that in there with him. It had nothing to do with Jeff. I think it was Harvey Weinstein, Jay-Z, and Pusha T. But yeah, interesting stuff. Now the government's saying they're gonna take all the paperwork back or something. But I'm like, it's already too late. You can't. It's out there now. Like, you know, there's people's. I mean, they're still finding names in that thing, you know what I mean? But let's keep going.
Now, a lot of people went crazy after seeing Jay-Z's name on this report. People said, whoa, Jay-Z, that's odd. Why is your name affiliated with Weinstein and Epstein? Now, all the Jay-Z and Rock Nation conspiracy theories had a party. They were celebrating like their team just won the Super Bowl. Some people said, gotcha, Jay-Z. We knew there was something weird about you. And that's when old pictures of Jay-Z and Beyonce, Jay-Z and Aaliyah started to resurface again. A lot of misinformation went flying, but of course, if you're anti-Jay-Z, you're going to believe certain things. Now, DJ AKADEMIKS went on to call out media figures like Charlemagne, Wayno, Ebro, and Joe Budden to speak on Jay-Z's name being affiliated with Epstein. If you guys missed that video, please make sure you guys go check it out here.
I seen everybody do think pieces on supposedly a non-existent event that didn't happen. But I seen everybody role playing on podcasts what is happening if I got slapped or not, which it didn't happen, but whatever, cool. Joe Budden, I can't wait to watch your next podcast. I need to, Wednesday can't come quick enough. This picture look crazy. If I watch the next Joe Budden podcast and y'all don't put this picture up and be like, yo, this look like a preteen boy with a grown ass man and this shit was wrong, I know y'all biased. Wayno, I need you to talk about this one.
Now, so far, Wayno has responded back to AKADEMIKS. Charlemagne also responded back to DJ AKADEMIKS.
I don't understand why y'all are so quick to want to tear our own down without doing just a little bit of research. Okay, by the way, I saw way more headlines about Pusha T and Jay-Z than I did Eminem, but that's not surprising because we love tearing our own down. Even though when you're talking hip-hop, Eminem is one of us, okay? But I don't even like the headlines I saw of him, all right? Connecting Pusha T, Jay-Z, and Eminem to something like the Epstein files, come on, man. Okay, listen, for everyone who may not know, let me explain to you. Mentions of these artists didn't come from Epstein's personal records. They didn't come from reports supported by law enforcement. Okay, these stories came from a crisis intake report, a public hotline submission, a tip that some random person called in from 2019. They aren't backed by court findings, indictments, confirmed evidence. And if you actually read the stories, they just simply don't make any sense. Okay, what the hell would Jay-Z be doing with Harvey Weinstein and Attorney General William Barr in 1996? That was the year his first album came out. Do you really think Pusha T in 2007 was hanging around Harvey Weinstein and was one of the victim's handlers? In the Eminem story, the woman describes how she weighs 300 pounds. So a video of her would be easy to find. This is her words, not mine. By the way, anyone who actually took the time to read any of these stories would know that. Now, I don't have a problem with people reporting this. I just don't understand how y'all don't report this with proper context.
Damn, so that means... Excuse me. That means that, so if you don't like nobody, you just go do that or pay somebody to call this hotline and just report whatever, right? Because it's public. That means it's public. That means that anybody could call. Anybody could pay somebody to call, you know, like that's crazy actually to think about that. But I guess you really need those hotlines out there for shit that's like really going on, like, you know, crimes against other, you know, crimes against other people, hurting people, elderly, and all that. But yeah, I feel like I'm on the same path or wavelength as Charlemagne on this one. But yeah, let's keep going, man. Hit that like and subscribe.
Outlets know that people don't read past headlines. So if you put Pusha T, Jay-Z, Eminem in the Epstein files, everybody is going to run with it. And I just be having to sit back and think, do we realize how much we are getting played, okay? Whenever the powers that be want to deflect from what they got going on, they will always throw meat to the blacks.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that I was thinking about is that you don't hear nothing about the Minneapolis stuff no more. Those two people, those two protesters that ain't there no more, that ain't on the earth no more, because of the, you know, those, you know what happened. I don't really want to say it because YouTube's guidelines, but yeah, I'm just like, it's a lot of distraction, a lot of confusion. You have to stay focused. Stay focused on your family's well-being. You know, be careful when you go out to these protests. You know, because those people are against you. Like, they will hurt you. And you have to be aware of that. Straight up. But let's keep going, man. Hit that like and subscribe. You already know.
Because they know nobody controls the algorithm like black people. All right, why do you think they like utilizing black influencers?
Which was still not enough for Academics. He went on to call out Charlemagne for being part of Jay-Z's camp and also being biased towards Jay-Z.
There's a lot of people that's running what I call interference. And I love watching media run interference for powerful men. Because I always think, damn, what business deal they got coming up? You know, love Charlemagne. Idol of mine. Let me remove the word idol because it feels like I idolize. Like, you know, well, idol. It is, right? Like, you know, I look up to Charlemagne. I've always done that. But I don't expect Charlemagne to have a neutral or even have a qualitative conversation about Jay-Z's past and Jay-Z's history in the music industry. Why? Charlemagne was also pretty much caught handing a cookie jar in the casino saga where Jay-Z was trying to get a bid. Charlemagne showed up and gave riveting speeches about how the council members should vote to approve this because Jay-Z's vision is great and this and third. So there's some synergy and alignment there between not necessarily Rock Nation and Charlemagne, but the entities that are trying to push and put Jay-Z in a certain place and Charlemagne. Is that paid? I don't know. Maybe they're just good friends. Now, even though back in the day, there was a conversation that Jay-Z may have gotten Charlemagne fired from the radio
right.
after some criticisms. I don't know what's going on, though.
Yeah.
I just want to have conversations. The conversations just seem to
Well, this morning on the brand new Joe Budden podcast, episode 900, make sure you guys go to Spotify to go check it out. But Joe Budden responded back to DJ Academics, calling him out to speak on the Jay-Z rumors. However, Joe went about it in a very Joe way. Joe had a very sarcastic response. He said, hey, you know what? Let's all go march down to the Rock Nation building on Saturday and protest. Let's all go protest and make some noise so we could all draw attention to these allegations. Here's what Joe said.
They're going to say we ran from it. Which?
No, we took Pete Rock and Sales Moves head on.
Okay, you're right.
And like, look, man, we not scared of the powerful up top, man.
Yeah,
We don't
sure.
run from nobody.
That's right.
Listen, no.
Okay.
No.
my son. You your best.
Listen,
You gonna take us out of here, boy?
I ain't never been.
Let's see who got a
I
big
ain't
man.
never been pussy. I ain't never ran, never will. If you're listening out there, I want you to know I see some of the same exact things that you see. And I'm really, really disturbed by it all. So much so, I'm making a call to action right this second, yo. I need me and you guys out there to head down to the Rock Nation office. Seriously. Word. At 5 p.m. this Saturday. 5 p.m. this Saturday.
Eastern time, y'all.
I think that along with you guys' help, we'll be able to get to the bottom of what that undercover anonymous hotline tip meant. And when we finish down there at Rock Nation, we're taking that bad boy down to Virginia. Pusha T's name was in that too on that phone call.
Yo.
And
The train being Jay-Z, Pusha T, and Harvey Weinstein.
in 96 too. In 96.
Yo, can you believe that?
Hey, you know what's crazy is that people is gonna really go down there from this. Straight up. Even though he was clearly joking, right? People definitely gonna go down there. That's funny. We about to really see some clips from that. But yeah, they're laughing because just the timing doesn't make sense. The fact that it's a hotline that's just public, anybody could call an anonymous. You get what I'm saying? Hotline. So that's why they're laughing on this. But yeah, let's keep going.
Piggity, thank you. The white man said it. Bro. Harvey Weinstein and Pusha T.
That's a sick game, man.
Piggity, tell him, Piggity.
Push was 18.
Probably 130 pounds.
We can't.
For real, yo. Honestly, we have to get to the bottom of what was going on. That shit don't sit right in my soul and spirit. Some of these people we look up to, yo. This Saturday at 5 p.m. Meet me down there, and we're gonna really get to the bottom of what they
Somebody
meant
got
by
some
that.
explaining to do?
Yeah, we're gonna. Don't worry, y'all. We ain't running from that. We ain't running from that this weekend. Watch.
It's gonna look like it's gonna look like January 6th, but
Now, after these guys had their fun, Mark Lamont Hill, being the journalist of the group and also the more responsible one, Mark made sure to come back around and clean it up and make sure nothing they said gets misconstrued. Here's what he said.
Just to be clear for the audience's benefit, we're not laughing at the accusations.
Hold us down, boy.
They're saying that they're implausible, that they don't believe the accusations. I don't want people to later on be like they're laughing at somebody who was harmed. I don't want them to twist and misrepresent what y'all. I know, but people misrepresent.
you're right.
Yeah, it's very important.
And my apologies.
This is why we need you here.
The joke,
This is why we
what
need
they're
you
laughing
here.
at is the implausibility that at that time in the 90s, that Jay-Z would even be at the social status to even have access to those people. And Pusha T even more so, and was it 07 or whatever, that he would have access to these social circles.
96, bro.
Yeah, it seems implausible.
Right? 96 or 06?
I think I said 96.
They gave one for him and another, and I think it was 07 for Pusha T. So they were saying two different time periods, both of which seem implausible to a lot of people. It was an anonymous tip, and those papers are filled with that. I don't know what's true. They're gonna say we caping for Jay-Z. I'm not caping
in the
for
same
anybody.
light, some of the ones against other people who were revered from a different sector of the world, I don't really necessarily believe
Yeah, I don't know if
that
Noam
shit either.
Chomsky was in the train either. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was feeling it. I don't.
My whole thing was, and I just posted it up there on the screen, the same justice.gov that posted these 3 million pages also wrote, this production may include fake or falsely submitted images, documents, or videos, as everything that was sent to the FBI by the public was included in its production.
So they're admitting there's a lot of bullshit in there.
We didn't. All of this shit is a lot of bullshit in there. We don't know. We just, hey, if it came to us,
That's crazy. So they put a disclaimer in saying that some of these files these are just whatever. We're just compiling a bunch of files. That's crazy, man. That they could even do that. Cause this just, this kind of messes up. This is now, they have to have. If this didn't happen, right? We're speaking in that sense. First off, if it did happen, we already know, like, that's the worst thing you could do. But also, if it didn't happen, this is for sure going to lead to conversations with and Jay-Z's family and Pusha T's families, like the spouses, and, you know. But then again, when you're in that light, you know that people can say and do anything against your name, and if it gets enough buzz, you know, it can put a dent in your day or whatever, relationships and all that. So, business, legal, all that stuff. So, yeah, man. With that being said, I appreciate y'all watching. Thank y'all for hitting that like and subscribe. This Hip Hop Heist TV. Shout out Chigs for bringing us this article today. We appreciate him. Make sure y'all go follow Chig Smooths on YouTube. And yeah, man, we just talking, reacting. You know what I mean? Reading articles, watching vids. Just having a good time, man. Getting to the brass tacks. All right, man. Be happy, be healthy. Do what you got to do to survive, like Pac said. But also, man, be of service. Help somebody out. I feel like that's why we really here on this earth, is to be of service. Yeah, with that being said, man, we out skis. Peace.